Am I the asshole for telling my sister's husband he is not welcome in my home? I 30F am very close to my sister 32F and have hated how badly her marriage has become. My sister got married 4 years ago. Her husband was a widower with 3 young children, 8, 9 and 11 when they got married. At first I really liked my sister's husband and I felt like they made a very good couple. She confided in me a couple of years ago that things weren't as great as they appeared to be on the outside. The kids would say awful things to her and her husband's family, and his late wife's family would make her feel like the mistress instead of his wife. We talked about this a lot and I encouraged her to speak to her husband and to a therapist and to look for help. She brushed off the suggestions and stated she didn't want to rock the boat too much. We started hanging out a lot more and I did my best to observe everything happening. Over time, it became super clear that the issues ran deeper than even she realized. Yes, the kids would say awful things to her about not being good enough, would make fun of the way she talks, she is a stutter, and would compare her in a negative light compared to their mom. Yes, her husband's family treated her like she was his mistress and they had no respect or care for her at all. And her husband's in-laws were very clearly bitter she was in their grandkids' lives instead of their daughter, and they acted like it was her fault their daughter was gone. But her husband was always in hearing distance and would laugh. He would make his own comments about how annoying she could be. He didn't compare her to his late wife or bring up his late wife when he was speaking badly about my sister, but he was doing his own shit. In April of last year, my sister finally started seeing a therapist. She's now almost at the stage where she thinks she will leave soon. She still freezes when she thinks about it, but even her therapist thinks she's coming along amazingly. She even has her exit plan and money ready to help her when she's out. My sister told me I don't have to hold back anymore if her husband annoys me. Saturday, my sister's husband showed up. I was having a small family dinner and he showed up a few hours after my sister got here and tried to get himself into my house. I refused to let him in and he told me if it's a family dinner he and the kids should be there, but since they were with their aunt that day, he was there. I told him he is not welcome. I told him I will not allow someone into my home who treats my sister so disrespectfully and who allows his family, including his children, to be so cruel to my sister. He tried to kick up a fuss and complained that I brought up his kids. I told him I put the kids' attitude on him 100% because they have been made feel it's okay by him never correcting them. He tried to yell his way in, but I stood firm. Afterward, my mom said I never should have interfered and it's not our place to deny him injury when they are still technically together. So, am I the asshole?